Hey there, sweetness, how goes it? I do hope that it goes well. Quick name of the game, if there's anything that's connective to this boom, Cancerian collective, that's beautiful, I invite you to take that shit with you. If, however, nothing here resonates, that's alright. You just leave it right where you fucking found it. It's probably a piece of information that was meant for someone else in the collective. You should never, ever, ever take something off the table, or in general, that does not belong to you. Please keep in mind that time may be fluid as well as energy, and let's get into it, shall we? Yes. Yes, we fucking shall. Spirit of love, truth, grace, and guidance, please guide myself, guide these messages, guide this Cancer collective. Please guide us all, always, always. Thank you. Welcome home, homies. Please do the tribe a favor. Make sure you get those likes up on your way in. Also, please make sure to check that you are a subscriber, a homie, true and through, if you're not already sure. One big excuse me for any and all coughing. And heck, this round I'm going to say any and all sneezing too. These allergies, they are fierce. Also, if you guys notice my voice crackling out, I'm going to go ahead and let you know that I screamed my ass off last night. So, lucky to have what voice I do, and, yeah, everything's okay, but just for the record. Cancer, we're going to get into your messages. I just jumped in a little too quick. There's like, antsy in the pants energy surrounding you. First and foremost, we must get into your keywords. Cancer, number 1, intuition. Next, fluidity. Ooh, confirmation. Favorability. Sorry, I get that cough out. Favorability. Epiphanies. Optimism. Putting goals into action. Taking a balanced approach to things. And last but not least, integrating work and life. Those are your key messages to begin. You guys have paradox in the reverse. A statement that contradicts itself, or that must both be true and untrue simultaneously. In the background, these things eat at your bones and drive your young mind crazy. Statements that contradict themselves, or that must both be true and untrue simultaneously. Someone is favoring the truth. Someone's like, I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. But optimistic that they're less damned if they do. Something about taking the train 2 times over 5 years. Something about tan, color tan. I was channeling in the shower last night. I am a water sign, Cancer, and I was channeling in the shower as I was connecting to the water, and I got something, a download about heaven is tan. And it just made me start thinking, like, well, what does that mean? Like, beach sand, clay, I don't know. going to remember something about... Someone's going to be taken back to a time that they thought was extinct. They're on the verge of being taken back to a time that they thought was extinct. Something about a time of remembrance. Something about the chicken pox. We have someone taking flight. That could be taking a flight on a plane. It could be flying like a bird. Ooh, I just started hearing, what was that, Nelly Furtado? I'm like a bird, I wanna fly away. Someone's leaving one home in order to establish another. Ooh, ooh, paradox, contradictory statement. He said, like, I don't know, maybe red, white, and blue, how I just hate you. Oh, but please turn those headlights around. I hate you, but please don't leave me. I hate you, but please don't leave me. None of that shit. Cancers, wherever you're going, there's none of that shit there. There's something about mining. Mining for something. Something about don't spit your chewing gum out on the ground. It takes at least 5 years for it to decompose. Something about robbing Peter to pay Paul. Someone needs to be turning their heat down at night to save energy, but also because the body likes cooler temperatures when we're asleep. Someone needs to focus on growing where they are planted. Something about being planted in a time of extinction. I'm seeing the land before time, and the long necks, and the tree stars, okay? So collective, it's almost like you are the tree star. You're the tree stars, and you're being planted amongst the harsh conditions, the dry conditions that the dinosaurs roam in. Ooh, I just got, for some, you're there to feed them. You know, you feed Littlefoot and Petrie and Ducky, and Sarah, Spike, to nourish them. But it's also like Cancer, some of you, your energy is a poison to these dinosaurs, the most vicious of them. The fucking velociraptors and T-Rexes and shit. They're meant to prey on you and your nature and try and eat you alive so that it brings about their extinction. and your regeneration and regrowth process. That's fucking cool. All right. I'm going to get some info from our Shanty made clean slate oracle. Today, the slate is, what is this? Granite, I do believe. Ooh, I just heard something about wishes. Have a wish. One really important one that you've been working really hard for. Spirit's saying it's time to grant it. Something to do with clean slates. And back in regards to that favorability. Ooh, years of understanding. Welcome home, homie. Thankful to see you here. Good morning, lovely. Something about a shared family. Something about someone's used their imagination. I'm getting like visualization, manifestation, goals into action, but instead of constantly taking action, somebody has used their, imagination, their thought processes on how to go about integrating some sort of family system, sharing things, sharing each other's time and energy and belongings. I'm not sure exactly. I love you too, sweetheart. I'm having a pretty good day. Thank you. I hope you are as well. Ooh, Cancer, you guys have the best person for the job. Keyword on the back says made. Somebody has made it to a job of their dreams. And maybe that's a part of that integrating. It's integrating work, life, and family in a fluid manner. Another keyword, you guys have nice. Noise. Ooh, right in the feels. Just got a really cute energy that somebody's going to do something really, really nice for you, Cancer, and it's going to hit you right in the feels. I got something about in this, the best person for the job. It's almost like there are a lot of people out there that will do a lot of things to get a job or to get in a job that they have, things like that. Spirit, the universe, your spirit team, Cancer, sees that you're not doing that. You haven't been doing that. You're not going to do that. You're favored. And it's like something, that progression is going to come your way, but it's well earned. And it's because you are the best fucking person for the job that you've made it. You've made it too. Almost like the job was made just for you. You were made just for the job. But it's like Spirit wants to take a balanced approach to getting you to understand that, to see it, to believe it, to feel it, to know it. Understand and fucking understand. And something really nice is going to happen that's going to hit you right in the feels. I like that. We have number 30. I'm going to grab a book. Let's see what 30 has to say. Can we hit Cancer right in the feels? What do we got? Ooh, blame it on the beach. Grown men don't cry. Something is gonna hit you in the feels. Something about success and community and tears and queendom. So, and the word pulling keeps coming up. Pulling, pulling, pulling. Ooh, I'm seeing something. It's almost like somebody has like 5,000,000 rocks that they have to move all by themselves. And, oh, what is it? It's like, okay, it's like one big giant property or something, okay? And there's like 50 people that share the property. But there's all kinds of things that are uncomfortable about the property, dirty, messy, you know? And there's one person that goes around and around and around and picks up all the sharp, jagged-ass rocks so that people don't step on them when they're walking through the yard. You know, picks up all the trash, you know, does these sorts of things. And with the rocks, they put them all in this big pile, you know, and they're like, at least they're out of the grass and they're not underneath of people's tires now because, you know, really jagged rocks and things like that. Who knows what's going to happen? So, collective, you've picked up all these rocks, all right? These fucking metaphorical, metaphysical, spiritual rocks. Maybe physical rocks. I don't know. But you've picked up all these rocks. And they weren't rocks that you put into place necessarily. Maybe a few of them. Maybe a few of them you dropped or, you know, threw and was like, ah, it's a rock. It's, you know, whatever. But for the majority, you didn't. They were just there. Or you watch other people sit there and throw all these rocks and, you know, leave them. And you're like, well, I want to go walk around in the yard barefoot and not get hurt. I want to enjoy the grass. I want to be able to mow the grass and not have rocks fucking flying. So, man, I'm going to go pick up these rocks, all right? Because someone should, and no one's doing it. So, you go out, you make this big mound. You take back all the rocks, you make this one big pile, and then you're like, oh, well, there's actually some pretty cool looking rocks in here. There's, you know, some neat shapes. And so then you start thinking, what can I do with all these rocks? Maybe I can create borders around, you know, the decrepit uh, decrepit property. Maybe I can pretty it up, not just clean it up, but pretty it up. And then it's like people come along, and the whole time that you've been stacking those rocks up into this pile, the people that threw the rocks, dropped them, fucking whatever in the first place, they're like, do you see what the collective's doing over there? Do you see how they're collecting all those rocks? Do you see what a mess they're making? What an ugly fucking pile that is over there in the back corner of the yard? Do you see that shit? What a fucking tool. Man, collective. But it's like, what the fuck, dude? Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like, but Spirit knew, Cancer, that you were the only one that was going to go around and collect those rocks and do something with them other than throw them back at the people that threw them in the first place. I don't know, maybe you will if you have to sometimes, but I don't know. That's a really cool analogy that I'm getting, but it's like, you've built up this fucking stack of favorability, all right, with your actions. So tempted. Aw, thank you. I love it when things connect. That's, you know, the best thing that we can hope and pray as readers is that what we say takes shape and, you know, comes in handy. All right. Moving on to, I was called to bring out the deck of many things real quick and see if we can provide some shape for the reading from this deck. Messages for Cancer, please. messages for Cancer. Thank you. Stag. But this flipped out in the reverse. Somebody's no longer going stag to things. Ooh, okay. Back to that part where I had said something about something's being granted. Grant it. You know, Spirit's like, grant it. I wish. This card says, choose any one being to designate as your quarry. You always know the location and status of your quarry. When you kill it, you immediately gain a level. I feel like that's kind of why that's in the reverse as well, is like you're not going to kill your quarry. Quarry. Now, reading that gives me a very specific energy as well. It's like a quarry where they go and mine out the granite, right? They go and dig and dig and dig down into the earth. And then what happens? It fills up with water, okay? And, well, there's a lot of people that will go swimming in those quarries. There's a lot of them that it's okay, but there's a lot of them that it's not. I'm not sure why this part's coming in. Maybe just, you know, someone needs to know. If there's quarries in your area that say no swimming, it may be for a reason, because some of the rocks that they dig into can actually cause the water to be a fucking pool of poison that it could literally harm you just swimming in the water. And it could look like the most beautiful water you ever saw, but it's not. Okay, somebody needs that. Be cautious. Do your research if you're swimming in quarries. But for the majority, what I'm getting with that quarry energy, it's you know, a spiritual. Okay. I'm going to take that as some sort of confirmation, because this thing has just been falling slowly, slowly, slowly. So if you guys want to pay attention to how and when it fell, what I was saying when it did, you know, watch the video. If not, whatever. But digging and digging and digging away at something, trying to, and I'm not sure how this is going to piece into the message, but this is what I'm getting. Digging and digging and digging and digging into something, trying to find gold, trying to find granite, trying to find, you know, something worthy while you're digging and digging and digging. And the whole time destroying the actual structure and creating something unhealthy and highly, highly fucking like scary to think about if you go and look at this like blue, clear, gorgeous quarry and you're like, I'm gonna jump in that shit. And you have no idea that it can actually fucking kill you, getting that water in your eyes, in your nose, in your vajayjay. Like, anyway, something about that, but this coming in the reverse is, it's an energy of collective. Ooh, that's what it is, Cancer. You're not letting anyone into you anymore to try and find your worth and turn you into toxic fucking waters. Not buying. But it's also like, there's the other quarries out there that are safe, that are pure. Someone's being called to, like I had said before, do their research and find it. Or listen to Spirit, because you will be led. Missing the road while I'm home, and baby, I'm going. I'm missing home while I'm on the road. I don't know. Parker McCullum, I can't breathe. Alright, Spirit said to get you guys a chakra card, Cancer. I cannot remember the last time I touched this deck. It's been a little while, so something wants to come out. Message for Cancer. Thank you. Root chakra key concepts. This chakra's key concepts are safety, security, physicality, and basic human needs. Its color is a rich vermilion red, and its element is earth. Ooh, I just got Slipknot Vermilion, parts 1 and 2. Someone needs some music to listen to today. Also, that brings me to a little message. Obsession is not a balanced approach to a healthy relationship. Somebody needs that. Love you, though. Alright, now we're going to get into the tarot. This is the deck that I've been utilizing for the zodiac spreads. We'll see what she has to say for Cancer today. Somebody wants to ask at least one Cancer, why are you crying while I'm trying for this love? What are you not buying? Well, around here we don't try. We fucking do. We put our goals into action. You? I don't know. That was just something that wanted to come out. Alright. Messages for Cancer. What do the crabbies need today? Thank you. Bottom of the deck. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse refers to a male under 40, workaholic, obsessed with success, financially secure, stubborn, argumentative, and relentless. Ooh, it's a lot in the air about music right now because that's pretty sure that's a label or something like that, relentless. Is it Savannah Dexter? I'm not sure. Consistently pessimistic. No sense of humor. Doesn't believe in wasting time. Hard on himself. Well-educated and opinionated. So what's cute about that, Cancer, is consistently pessimistic. Alright? But your keywords today are quite specific when it comes to epiphanies and being optimistic. The song that just came on, Till You Can't. Being optimistic about knowing that you're going to do the things that you need to do the time that you can. And that, you're going to do them while you can. You're going to take the chances. So this popping out in 3 tells me that this is a little bit of past, this is some present, this is future. Alright, so yesterday, today, tomorrow type energy. This is what you have been in and are moving out of. This is what you're in and moving into. Okay? Where you've been, 3 of Wands. Where you are, 5 of Swords. And where it looks like you may be going, Page of Swords in the reverse. So for where you've been, the 3 of Wands, through careful planning, a goal or project long in your dreams will be realized. A new business or idea is assured. Anticipate obstacles and visualize how you will overcome them long before they appear. Develop contacts. Sorry guys, I'm losing my voice. Your exceptional leadership skills will be needed. Others consider you a visionary. Carefully weigh the risks. Ooh, when I said that, carefully weigh the risks. I saw somebody standing at the tip top of a, ledge at a quarry, weighing the risks. Is it worth it to jump in? Is it worth it to jump this far? Should I go down a little bit? And then there are some Cancers that are like, is this high enough? Is this going to be worth it? Should I go higher? before they jump. Careful planning a goal or project. Goals into action over here, and goals right here. So your yesterdays have been spent visualizing. Today, manifesting. You know? Five of Swords. Put self-interest and self-preservation first. You can't be of use to anyone else if you don't look out for yourself. Conflict and hostility defeat and destroy important projects. The outcome may seem unfair. This difficult time will provide insight and growth. We had got grow where you are planted, even if you're planted in the fucking desert for dinosaurs to nibble on. There is a reason. Possible illegal or immoral conduct, public shame and dishonor. So, that right there, possible illegal or immoral conduct, public shame and dishonor. Cancer, it makes me want to tell you why my voice sounds like it does right now. Alright? Are you ready for this? Little bit of public shame and dishonor. Although I'm not really that shamed of, my choices and actions. So, I live in an apartment building, and last night at bedtime, as I'm tucking my little girl in, all we can hear is some lady that isn't even supposed to be living in this building yelling and screaming and threatening and swearing and calling people pedophile and just saying some awful, awful things. And my daughter is like, Mom, Mom, Mom. And I dropped down to my knees, homies. I dropped to my knees. And then I just started kind of laughing. And I'm like, all right, I have left domestic violence situations so that my kid and I don't have to listen to that type of shit. And so I will be damned if I sit here and listen to that type of shit right now. But I've also tried to knock on a door nice and calm and quiet when people are being the way that this person was being, and have it not go real well. So my self-interest and my self-preservation said, don't go up and knock quietly on the door and end up in, start pounding and screaming from right where you are and tell them, today is not the fucking day and I'm not the fucking one. You want to stop your shit right now. Scream that as loud as I possibly could to make sure it was fucking heard, and boom. Silence. I've got a little bit of hell to pay for it. The whole fucking neighborhood definitely heard me scream at this person, stop what you're fucking doing. So, okay, I just got told why I was supposed to tell you that. A balanced approach. Speak up. What does it take for evil to thrive, guys? For good people to do nothing, to say nothing. To jade themselves, and therefore jade the generations around watching as to how life should be. That Page of Swords in the reverse signifies a male under 30, unpredictable and difficult to understand, a quitter, an imposter, and not as he appears. He will be exposed, exaggerates and tells white lies. The thing in the background just said painting a picture. Someone's trying to paint an ugly, ugly picture of the collective, but it's not going to work. They will be exposed. Pretends to like people, then talks behind their backs. Your advice? Do not trust this person. Perhaps that's the very negative, destructive, pessimistic energy. And I just got, for some, that energy can exist within yourself, within you. And for those of you that that's true, you're just being told, take a look at that, shine some light on it, expose yourself to yourself. You know? But be optimistic about the integration of balance with that exposure, you know? I hope that makes sense. All right. Closing guidance for Cancer. And get you guys some closing guidance and get out of here. You guys, this energy is so prominent right now. It's like every time I do a closing guidance, I get this card. You guys also got something else. Toxic. You got death and toxic. Again, I'm just getting... Be careful of what kind of quarries you're jumping into, how high you're jumping from. And that's, you know, metaphorical, but it can also be real because we're coming into swimming season, guys. Death. One chapter ends, but before I read this, I'm also being guided back to, I can't recall what the messages were, but someone's being told to go back to the part of the reading where this guy appeared. There's something really important there. Especially if you're seeing a lot of crows and blackbirds. One chapter ends and another begins. Honor the lessons learned. Make peace with unresolved circumstances and move forward with a clear heart. And then you have toxic. In the background it said, when you catch me staring, don't give the evil eye and protect yourself from the evil eye as well. Cut those toxic people out of your life. Don't keep getting stung. You deserve better. Set boundaries. The word now is a complete sentence. And the song in the background is, you're what my world spins around. Someone's like, my whole world does not spin around you. Ooh, migration patterns. It's almost like someone's like, well, if I turn really cold, or if I turn my light on, it's going to change the way somebody moves. It's going to change the way somebody's able to fly. If I get real fucking cold, real fucking quick, they won't be able to fly. They won't be able to get free. That's fucking toxic. Something about someone wanting to control your migration pattern, or maybe you're being warned, some of you, not to ever do this to other people. But it's like fucking trying to control somebody's migration pattern by trying to be in control of the emotional and spiritual fucking temperature. 1624. I'm sorry, guys. I thought this was just going to be like one card drop out and we get out of here, but this is fucking intriguing. I'm going to look into the book. We have 16 and 24. Someone thinks that you are a wild and free spirit, and it's not even that they want to learn how to be wild and free from you. They just want to fucking trap you. Some of you, okay? Because you're impressive with your earnest behavior, especially amongst turbulence and hard times. Something about a confirmation, something about an impact, the impact of healing. Ooh, exposure. We just had the word exposure. someone's going to be exposed. We have the word boundaries, my goodness. Someone's going to be confronted for crossing someone's boundaries, maybe especially at night, or in a dark night of a soul period, or in a very dark way. Someone's going to be exposed. And it's going to come through the collective exposing themselves to themselves. I'm not sure what that means, but there's going to be some sort of very impactful healing, and it's going to be something that someone's very thankful for, and it's going to be a confirmation that's going to be obtained. It's something, again, about a successful community. So, yeah, that is what I have for you today, homies. Much love, Cancer. Thank you for your patience and your love. Until we speak again, my dears. Mwah.